Four Filipino films will be shown at this year's Tokyo International Film Fest. Now, Brillante Mendoza's Resbak and Mikhail's Arisaka made it to the main competition category, while Mendoza's other film, GenSan Punch, will be screened at the Gala Selection. Now, the other film is called The Brokers. It follows the story of a real estate agent who clashes with local residents over a land development project. The Brokers is competing against 9 other foreign films in the Asian Future section. Now, this is part of the Film Fest, which features works of up-and-coming Asian directors. And we now talk to the man behind The Brokers, Daniel Palacio. Good morning, Direk Daniel. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning, Christine.
Okay, so Direk, we understand that Tokyo International Film Fest, of course, is one of the largest film festivals in Asia. So congratulations first for making it to this year's lineup. Pero parang sanay ka na sa, pangsali sa mga international, mga competitions and whatnot. What does it mean to you as a filmmaker to be part of something like this? And this is also your second feature film.
Yeah, actually, this is my second time in Tokyo. My debut film also was selected in this festival. So it's a fulfillment for me, especially representing our country and knowing the situation right now. It only shows that the Philippine cinema is moving forward.
I mean that, this is also your second feature film, as we mentioned earlier. The first one you mentioned was in Tokyo and of course in other international film fests. Is that where you want to go in terms of you making films? Is it primarily, let's show this first, sali muna tayo sa mga international film fest, tapos dito naman tayo sa Pilipinas?
That is usually the normal path of our films in the circle, including Brillante Mendoza. So we want to compete internationally. Then after that, the film will come home and will be shown to Filipinos here. But first, we want to compete. We know our filmmaking standard is up level to international level too.
Okay, I guess with that in mind, that forces you to meet the grade, di ba? Pang international talaga, sabi mo, yung mga standards ng mga film na pwede niyong ipasali or gawin, no? Let's focus now on the story of The Brokers. What inspired you to create this movie, and a little bit backstory?
Well, now I'm actually a broker myself. So I've been in the industry for 15 years now. And I've also shared some of my experiences in this movie. But in this film, we will be putting spotlight in the people that's really affected by the real estate boom in the Philippines, and those are the homeless. So this is really their story.
Okay, so you stem pretty much from things that intrigue you, like from you being a broker. We understand that also yung pailalim mo previously stemmed from, you were just so curious about what people do, in cemeteries and whatnot. What was it like for you or your experience shooting this film? This was shot under, this new times of COVID, and what challenges did you encounter while shooting? Did it take you long to finish the film?
Yeah, that's a good question, Christine. Actually, I remember this, I think that was January 2020. We were shooting, we're in production, and we suddenly have to stop production because ashes were falling, and that's the time, I think that was the time Taal volcano erupted. And after that, the pandemic hit, so we could only resume shooting 6 months after that. So the good thing about it is I have a great team behind me: JC De Vera, Max Eigenman, Joel Tort. They were really phenomenal, aside from including the rest of the cast and crew. So eventually, it went well.
How difficult is that, Direk, in terms of medyo malaki yung gap from when you started to continuing 6 months later? Because bigla na lang may naiisip kayo, teka muna, maybe we should film it this way, or I thought of this better idea. Did any of these things happen?
Actually, there was really no major problem. The only problem is yung scheduling eh. Kasi we were scheduled like for 3 weeks straight we would shoot, but because of the pandemic, we had to hold everything. So yung scheduling lang. But other than that, it went smoothly naman,
All right.
even with the pandemic.
Well, wonderful news. Now, we understand also that The Broker was produced or is produced by award-winning director Brillante Mendoza, and he is also your mentor. Ano po
Yes.
yung mga areas that you feel that you are similar when it comes with, with Mr. Brillante? And what areas do you have yung mga creative conflicts?
Everything has to be realistic. Lagi sinasabi sa akin ni Direk, we call him Direk. Now, everything has to be realistic. There has to be a truth in it. And since the both of us are under the tutelage of Armando Lau, we are both right now practicing found filmmaking. So in found filmmaking, even in the script development stage, you have to question yourself, why are you even doing this film? Is this about like a call to action film? Is this an expose? Or are you giving voice to the voiceless? So those questions are really needed to be answered before you even write the script. Because if it's not compelling enough, the story is not worth telling.
There you go. Well said. You seem to be headed, along a wonderful path. We wish you all the best and good luck to you on your film. Direk Daniel, thank you so much for joining us here on New Day, and we look forward to more awards from you.